Hey you guys, back with another problem solution tarot reading. So I will do a short, quick reading for each sign. The bottom card will indicate the problem and the solution will be the first card I pull. So starting with Aries, what is the problem going on with my Aries and a solution? Aries, problem at the bottom, solution on top. All right, so the problem we have is the Hermit. It looks like maybe you guys are being too introverted at this time. Maybe it's time to step out. It's like you're going within, which is fine, and it does look like you have grown some sort of wisdom. I feel like there is something that you're trying to manifest, and maybe you're just waiting and waiting. Maybe there's a need for you to preoccupy yourself as something is currently manifesting. But the Hermit as a problem to me just makes me feel like maybe you guys have been just too isolated at this time, too isolated, too introverted, and there is a need for you to, come out, or a time for you to speak on what it is that you've been experiencing, feeling, or learning. Like maybe there's some things that you've learned or done research about. Maybe you don't really understand something going on in astrology, and maybe it's time to ask for help. Maybe you're just trying to do something, go about doing something on your own, and it's time to ask for help. So let's see what the solution is. Yep, Judgment. I feel like it's time for you guys to speak out. If there's something that needs to be said, say it, put it out there. Bring it to the other people's attention. Maybe you've been holding back on some sort of information that you have, something that you researched. Maybe you don't want to be a whistleblower. Maybe you don't want to be that person, but I feel like the Judgment is indicating that you do need to make an announcement or reveal whatever it is that you have been experiencing or what you're holding within yourself. This also indicates too that you are needing to confront some sort of past issue. Looks like maybe you're being haunted by your past. And I feel like it's time for you to, face it instead of putting it off. All right, so let's go ahead and look at Taurus. Problem and solution for Taurus. Problem at the bottom, solution on top. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, your problem is Temperance. So it seems like a good problem. Maybe you are coming off as a prude. Maybe your moderation, you're trying to be too perfect about something. Maybe you're being too balanced. I mean, that's the only way I could see this as a problem. Maybe it's okay to indulge a little bit if you've been feeling too much of a perfectionist. Maybe you've been trying to overdo something spiritually and there's a need for you to pull back. Maybe you've been taking a lot of spiritual baths and it's time for you to just kind of pull back on something. Solution, I feel like it's time for you to speak about it. So very similar to Aries, there's something that maybe you're needing to say. Maybe you've been trying to perfect something too much. It's like, hey, just put it out there, just try it. You won't know until you try. I feel like it's more so about you trying to be too perfect or too modest about something. So also, if you've been trying to send messages telepathically to someone, you might just need to say it. Maybe hints are going over someone's head, especially if you're dealing with an air sign. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Maybe you've been meditating or thinking about saying something or confronting an air sign. Just say it, just do it. Even if it's not an air sign, there may be a need for you to confront someone or speak the truth on something that you've been waiting on. Like something seems like you've been trying to wait for the perfect time. I think it's just time to go ahead and take that risk. Send that message too. If there's some sort of message that you've been thinking about sending out, go ahead and do it. So you may have been spending too much time in the spiritual realm and you need to take some sort of action. All right, Gemini. What is the current problem for Gemini and the solution? Problem for Gemini at the bottom, solution on top. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Problem. The Chariot. Everybody's getting like majors as their problem. Okay, so the problem is that you guys seem undecided and you need to make a decision. So there's something that you're torn about, and this is saying just make the decision. Do what's best for you. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Don't worry about feelings. There's a need to detach from emotions so that you can go ahead and make some sort of decision. Take your emotions out of the equation and make a decision. Maybe it's between two people. Maybe you haven't decided which job you want to take. Maybe you can't make up your mind if you want to move away or not. Whatever it is, take your emotions out of it and make a decision. Page of Pentacles. Again, something about these street signs. Seems like you, and a map is out. Maybe you keep thinking about asking for directions, asking for advice. I feel that you just need to have the courage to do something on your own. You can't wait for anybody else. Maybe you're waiting to see if someone else is coming with you, or, you know, whatever it is. And it's indicating too that you're going to have victory in the decision that you make. But yeah, whatever it is, just go for it. If also, maybe you've been contemplating a fire sign, maybe you should move towards the fire sign or go towards the fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Either way, it's indicating that you need to make a move. You need to take the initiative. Don't wait for anybody. Take destiny in your hands here, or you are the captain of your ship in this situation. If there's somewhere where you want to go, but you didn't want to go by yourself, or you wanted to relocate, but you weren't sure, maybe you're still emotionally attached to where you are, you've got to let that go and just do what's best for you. Follow your dreams, follow your desires, follow your passions, because it also looks like there's passion, something that you're passionate about, and maybe there's some sort of hesitation about it, but you need to just confront it and go towards it. Stop thinking too much about it. All right, Cancer, problem, solution. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Problem at the bottom, solution on top. We have the Magician as the problem. So the Magician is that maybe you are wearing a mask and there's a need for you to be real instead of being phony. You also might be distracted, or maybe you are intentionally causing distractions or deflecting. I mean, the Magician can be a positive card, but since it's coming off as a problem, you know, maybe there's indicating that, like I said, that this is like some sort of illusion that's going on. Maybe it's time for you to be real or upfront. If you dabble into spell work or magic, maybe you've been overdoing something. Maybe it's time to stop dabbling in so much magic and spell work and just do something on your own. Maybe you're trying to take some sort of lazy way out of something or an escape route. If you are also abusing, let's say you are very good at software engineering, hacking. Let's say you do have a skill. It's like, I know how to hack. You might be abusing that power. So maybe there's a need for you to stop hacking into other people's information. Also, communication. needs to be more direct. I feel like there's been too much indirect communication. Yeah, I feel like there's been too much indirect communication, mixed signals. I feel like overall, yeah, see, Ace of Swords, be direct, be honest, be straightforward, just speak your mind, stop overthinking something. Maybe you're a writer and you're like, I don't know where to start, you know, should I start at the end of the story, the middle of the story? Just start the damn story. It doesn't matter, pick something and go. If this is about you expressing how you feel about somebody, just say it. It's saying that you already have the skills to do something, but it looks like you keep picking up other things or distracting yourself. The minute you get down to the time comes for you to confront a problem or to say something, you start making excuses or like, oh, let me do this right quick. So I just feel like get out of that habit and just say or do what you need to say, especially if it's something about speaking. Let's say you also, going back to hacking, maybe you are hacking someone's information. Instead of, you know, hacking someone's information, trying to find out information on how they feel about you, just directly ask the person. You know, stop guessing, stop dancing around the subject. So be more direct in whatever it is that, you know, is happening. Stop sending mixed signals. All right, Leo. Problem for Leo and the solution. Problem at the bottom, solution on top. Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Problem for Leo. Temperance as well. Everyone's getting majors for their problems. So again, with Temperance as a problem, because this is a good card, but as a problem, maybe you're trying to be too perfect in something. Maybe there's a need for you to bend the rules a little bit, or yeah, it's like something's going on where you're just trying to perfect something too much. And maybe something's going on where it's like, hey, you need to indulge a little more. Maybe you've been meditating too much. Maybe you've been trying to send some sort of indirect messages. I'm getting that too. Something about indirect messages to someone where you just need to say it. Maybe you've been trying to channel messages. Again, something about channeling and trying to tap into a higher realm. Maybe you've just been spending too much time on the metaphysical plane, and there's a need for you to just be direct or go forward with something. So the solution is saying Four of Cups. So Four of Cups as a solution. So I guess you're being advised to pay attention if you're ignoring something. So maybe something or someone is trying to get your attention through spiritual or metaphysical ways, and there's a need for you to acknowledge someone. I think someone wants acknowledgement. Someone wants a response, or to know that you're being too closed off. I feel like you're just being too closed off, and there's a need for you to speak it as well, or share or show whatever it is that you're thinking or feeling. It's like you're also, it's like you're healing, and although you're trying to heal yourself, in a process you must be ignoring other people. So maybe too, the way for you to continue your healing process is to also open up with someone else, or to acknowledge someone else. But I feel like you keep saying, maybe you're just like, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. So very similar message to, I forgot who just had that. But Temperance is a good card, but if it's coming out as a problem, then maybe something's going on where it's time to take the spiritual or metaphysical aspect out of it, and time to materialize something. Yeah. Trying to manifest something through your mind instead of physically, or maybe trying to get someone to get your attention metaphysically when you just need to speak to them directly. That's the most I can make out of that. So, all right, hope it made sense. Virgo, problem and solution for Virgo. Problem at the bottom, solution on top for Virgo. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Problem for Virgo is yourself. No, seriously, seeing King of Pentacles. It could be you. It could be another earth sign that is a current situation. Now, this looks like maybe there's been some sort of overindulgence. Yeah, I feel like there's been some sort of overindulgence in your situation. Maybe you've been too focused on materialism. Things that are for pleasure only, too many things that are not, maybe it's not enough spirituality or emotions, or something's going on. Like maybe it's a lack of the other elements in your life. You've been too fixated on earthly pleasures instead of maybe spiritual pleasures. So the solution we have as strength. So yeah, show a little restraint, a little resistance. So if you've been overindulging in food, maybe there's a need for you to moderate. And it's funny because the other couple of signs got moderation as a problem. So maybe you are overindulging and you are needing to moderate at some point. Hold back, pull back. You're enjoying too many pleasures, too many earthly pleasures at this time. Maybe you're spending too much money, eating too many of the wrong types of food, or overeating. Maybe you are looking for a companion, but you are strictly, and there's nothing wrong with, you know, wanting to be attracted to somebody, but maybe you're needing to go beyond just a physical appearance a little bit, make some sort of exceptions. Maybe you're being a little too strict with someone's physical appearance. So yeah, that would be the only things. If you've been drinking too much, pull back on that. Maybe you've been trying to be overly healthy or something of that sort, or you haven't been healthy enough, my bad. So whatever it is, I feel like you need to show some sort of self-restraint. I also feel like maybe it is someone around you that is trying to seduce you or tempt you, but you need to practice some sort of self-restraint. All right, who is next? Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Problem at the bottom, solution on top. What is the problem and solution for Libras? Sun, Moon, or Rising. Problem, we have the Page of Cups. So there's something in regards to you maybe expressing your feelings. Maybe there's some sort of emotional blockages going on. Maybe you're trying to find a creative way to express what you feel. Maybe you're feeling poetic, but maybe you're just keeping something to yourself and it needs to be shared. It looks like you are trying to figure out something that you're not understanding, or something that you're still learning about. It looks like you're more so learning about expressing feelings and emotions. So maybe you've been kind of closed off. Oh my goodness. Solution, Seven of Swords as the solution. That's a twist. So maybe there's a need for you to maybe you do need to do your own research about something before you express what you've been feeling. Or maybe there's a need for you to find a secret way of expressing yourself. Now, also something could be going on where Maybe you're unaware that someone is trying to steal your ideas or your creativity. I'm going to say also copyright something before you share it. If there's some sort of idea or something you created, before you share it with the public, make sure it's copywritten. But Seven of Swords as a solution is unusual. It really makes me feel too like maybe it's just reiterating the fact that you are hiding your feelings. You know what? I'm gonna say get your message across creatively, because maybe the way you've been expressing yourself has not been heard or understood. So especially more so if this is about some sort of feelings that you have with someone, you might need to kind of incorporate it and put that message out there for someone to see, because maybe they're just unaware of how you feel, or you've said it but it's just not getting across. So yeah, figure out a different way to do that. Maybe you're having to think outside the box. I also feel like maybe there's a need for you to do some sort of secret research. There may be some sort of information that you need to research before sharing how you feel about something. Do more research. So yeah, that's the most I can make out of that. Let's go on to Scorpio. Problem for Scorpio and the solution. Problem at the bottom, solution on top for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Problem, we have justice. So justice as a problem, maybe it indicates that you can't decide. You're taking too long to make a decision. You keep going back and forth. Maybe you're trying to be too perfect, trying to make the perfect decision. You're trying to be too fair, too righteous. Maybe you've been too judgy or too judgmental. I'm also seeing something. I'm looking at like you're trying to research something. It almost looks like you're trying to cheat though. I don't know if you're trying to cheat or maybe you're trying to catch someone in the act. This also still makes me feel like even though it's saying that this is a problem, maybe you also need more evidence before something can be confirmed. So the Sun as the solution, I feel like the problem is going to resolve itself. Karma will play out. Whatever is meant to be will happen. Whatever truth there is or whatever secrets there are will be brought to the light. Because I was saying something about it looks like there's some sort of cheating or peeking. But there's no need to cheat. Like, something will come out. Whatever is meant to come out will be. Also, I see something as forgiveness. Someone needs to forgive the other person, or there needs to be some sort of trust. So I feel like as advice, this is also saying let things be like they are supposed to be, as far as maybe forgiveness or friendship. Maybe there needs to be happy times again. Also, maybe there's a need to let go of the past. This also makes me feel like just overall you're going to be relieved from something that may have been karmic or some sort of debt that needed to be repaid. Like you're going to be relieved of that debt. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what is coming up for Sagittarius. What problem is there for Sagittarius and the solution? Problem at the bottom, solution on top. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sagittarius problem. Six of Pentacles. So the problem may be that something is imbalanced. Maybe you've been sharing too much, or you haven't been fair. Let's say, like, as far as sharing your time or giving someone the right amount of attention. Let's say you've got 2 children. One child you pay attention to all the time. You've been giving them all the attention while ignoring the other child. Or maybe it's showing that you're putting attention too much onto one thing and ignoring other obligations that you have. Also, maybe something's going on with your health. Maybe your health is in balance, whether it's physical health or emotional health. Maybe there's some sort of overindulgence. But I would think as a solution, there's a need to bring back balance in your life. Something's one-sided right now. And also there could be a problem whereas someone has not decided to forgive someone. And I feel like at some point there needs to be some sort of forgiveness. Now, almost like Scorpio, maybe something's been piling up, bills or something. I feel like maybe now's the time to balance out or clear off some sort of debt, pay off your bills, pay off any type of credit, get caught up with your credit so that you can get your credit score back up. So yeah, I feel like something needs to happen where you also need to make some sort of compromise or agreement. So the solution, we have 6 of Swords. So I feel like this indicates that we will be moving past whatever problem that was. I feel like there's going to be clarity or movement, or balance will be restored emotionally, and your mind too. Like if your mind has been clouded, like it looks like you're going to have clarity. And I also feel like the solution is just following your intuition and allowing things to play out as they should. If you feel like you're supposed to go somewhere or do something, just go ahead and do it. Don't be hesitant. Don't keep going back and forth. Just go ahead, make a decision and move towards it. So either way, it just still looks like balance is going to be restored here, and you will be able to move past any type of blockages or any type of issues there were. And then as a side note, maybe 66 is some sort of significant number for you. All right, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Problem and solution for Capricorn. Problem at the bottom, solution on top. Problem for Capricorn, the Empress. All right, so the Empress may indicate that maybe you have been feeling spoiled. Maybe you've been too chill, too relaxed. Maybe you have your own business, but you've run into some sort of problems. This also might indicate that there's been some sort of overindulgence. Everyone seems to be overindulging in pleasures, material pleasures here. So, you know, maybe you've been eating too many sweets. Maybe there's been too much flirtation going on if you're supposed to be in a relationship. Maybe there's a third party situation and that's the problem, period. Maybe the problem, you're having fertility issues. Maybe you are pregnant and for whatever reason it's a problem. You know, I guess that's not perfect for everyone. Maybe there's some problems with the pregnancy. There also could be a problem in regards to birthing any type of creative ideas or projects. And maybe you've been like I said, being lazy and just kind of being too chill, and maybe it's time to take some sort of action towards your desires. Solution, High Priestess. Gotta say, Trust your intuition. If you're a reader, maybe you need to do your own reading. If you've been wondering, should you start your own business as a reader? To me, this looks like a yes. I feel too that you need to pay attention to your dreams, because you also may have received an answer in regards to what you need to do, what the solution will be. The problem also could be some sort of attraction or some sort of desire that you have towards someone. And I guess depending on the situation or who's the pursuer, this indicates that, hey, you know, if that's who you want, then go for it. But overall, the High Priestess is saying too that you need to feel your way out of this. Like, you use your third eye, use your sixth sense. Something's going on. It seems like there's a decision that you need to make, and something also maybe like a secret. There's a secret desire that you're having. I just feel like you need to just go for it. You got to trust your intuition. Maybe you're not trusting your intuition. Maybe you keep trying to ask, is this person into me? And Spirit keeps saying yes. It's like you keep pulling the cards. It's like, yes, they're attracted to you. Go for it. So I feel like whatever it is, your solution, maybe you're trying to confirm if someone is pregnant or not, or if you're pregnant. If you already felt that you were, maybe this is confirmation that yes, you're pregnant. Go to the doctor. Stop pulling cards on it. So yeah. But overall, I feel like the solution to your problem is to trust your intuition. And if something has been trying to warn you in a dream, pay attention to whatever that warning or message was. And listen to your mother. Listen to your mother. All right, so who's next? Aquarius. Problem and solution. What problem is Aquarius having, and what is the solution? Sun, Moon, or Rising. Problem at the bottom, solution on top. Problem is Five of Pentacles. So looks like you are passing up some sort of opportunity. Could be pride. Pride is preventing you from speaking up or asking for help. Pride might be keeping you from asking for forgiveness. Maybe you need some money and you don't want to ask. Or maybe there's someone around you that feels ignored, or it seems like maybe someone is trying to get your attention, but you've been ignoring them. That might be the problem, that you're ignoring someone, or that you've shut someone out, even though they're like standing outside of the door knocking. So there is a sense of abandonment and loss of faith. So the problem also looks like maybe you have lost your way, or you have lost faith, or you don't believe in something anymore. Maybe you feel like this is your reality, or you feel like reality is harsh for you. Maybe someone needs a place to stay and you're like, I know they need a place to stay, but I don't know if I want them here. Depends on your situation, because I totally feel you on that. But maybe I don't know, at least address the problem instead of ignoring it or sweeping something under the rug. If you've been thinking about adopting a pet or adoption, that also might be some options that you're considering. But I feel like the problem too, like there's something is lacking. Something is lacking. Either you are lacking something or someone around you is lacking something. The solution is judgment. So there is a need to acknowledge that you heard or received something. Maybe someone's waiting for a response or needs to know that you were thinking about them, or just needs confirmation, or this is you just speaking up about what you're going through. Maybe you need to talk about it. You need to address the past regardless. I feel like maybe you're being haunted by your past. And that's funny, it looks like the same kitten that's in this picture is in this picture. In this picture, something looks like frozen. It can't move, it's cold. This one it's alive. Things are alive again. So something needs to be brought back to life. Maybe there's a need to forgive. Maybe there's a need to give someone another chance. It doesn't just have to be romantic, but maybe there's a need to forgive. But there's some sort of unfinished business that needs to be addressed. I feel like maybe you've been ignoring something, and even like maybe spirit has been trying to get your attention and you've been ignoring spirit messages. It's just time for you to pay attention or acknowledge something. All right, so last, Pisces. What is the problem for Pisces and the solution? Problem at the bottom, solution on top. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have the problem as the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like you have an opportunity in front of you, and maybe you need to just go ahead and take it. Something's being offered to you. Now it's weird because I almost feel like there's an engagement. Something looks like an engagement for whatever reason. And I don't know why an engagement would be a problem. But it's like this, there's an opportunity. I feel like there's something valuable right in front of you and you just need to grab it. Or maybe you're holding on to it, but you're like, what do I do now? Or what do I do next? Like maybe someone called you and left a message like, hey, you're hired. We'd like to hire you. If you're interested, give us a call back. And you're like, oh, an opportunity. Like, should I call them back? So you might be taking too long to respond to something or to take advantage of some sort of opportunity here. Solution, Ten of Wands. That's a strange solution. I feel like, well, keep going. Solution is to just keep going. Maybe something has been hard. Maybe this is some sort of job offer and you're like, man, if I take this job, I'm gonna be super busy, or it's gonna be a lot of hard work, or it might be like a burden. But it's saying that you can do it, like you'll be able to push through it. If it's a relationship or an engagement and it's like an uphill, it's been an uphill battle, I feel like it's saying just keep going because the hardest part is almost over. Also, maybe you are having to do something by yourself. Maybe maybe you were waiting for help here, but this is saying just do it on your own. You know, maybe you feel like nobody's going to do this like I would do it, so forget it. I'll take all the responsibility. So something is saying that you need to go ahead and take on some sort of responsibility. Maybe there's a reason for it. There's something that you feel obligated to do. There's something that you feel obligated to do. Or maybe you feel obligated to help or something, but something is your obligation. I guess you should just embrace that and understand that, yeah, it's a lot of hard work involved, but you have the strength to do it. So, or the courage. So yeah, those are the messages, you guys. I hope that helped. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.